お前はもう死んでいる。
We have a very special guest this evening that's volunteered to share tonight some of her experiences of what it's like attending school currently. You might recognize her from her video of her speaking to the school board that went viral. Let's give a warm welcome to my friend and very special guest, Novalee.
Child abuse, according to Minnesota. Failure to protect a child from conditions or actions that seriously endanger the child's physical or mental health. In the physical abuse section, number 5 is extremely interesting. Unreasonable interference with a child's breathing. Let that sink in. My name is Novalee. I'm 9 years old and attend elementary school in Lakeville, Minnesota. I am done with the tyrannical Governor Walz sitting on his throne, using teachers, principals, adults, children, and fear to control us. 2020 school started and I could not wear a mask. My parents decided to try distant learning for my siblings and I. The isolation was horrible. Within months, I could no longer see a reason to live or a purpose to my life. I went to therapy and that did not help. It did not help because making sense out of nonsense doesn't work any way you stretch it. Our family decided I would be going back in January. I had to wear a mask. A little secret though, it was a mesh breathable mask, meaning it was so thin I could actually drink water through it. That was still restricting and very difficult to wear all day. My friends and I even have tricks to breathe. Some of them are continuously drinking water, putting your head down and your arms on your desk so you can take your mask off, wearing a hoodie and putting the hood on and pulling the strings so tight the teachers can't see your face so you can take your mask off. Back in school, I really enjoyed my teacher. He was very nice to me. By week 2, the trouble started. We joke in our family that I'm starring in an 80s rebel movie. There were weeks I was in the principal's office every day, sometimes for hours. I was chased and actually grabbed by staff. One person literally tried to physically put a mask on my face. Another time, all 5 lunch monitors surrounded me, yelling at me to put my mask on, telling me to stop making rude comments, telling me to stop being so disrespectful, stop talking, to put my mask on. I was silent and did not move. They were wild dogs circling me, their prey. I was being bullied by grown adults. The entire 4th grade was watching in horror. Staff used my friends to intimidate me to put my mask on. How, you ask? They would simply withhold going in for lunch, starting a game at gym, or starting a fun activity. They would say, "Class, please tell Novalee how hungry you are and how she needs to wear her mask so you can go in and eat." My classmates would yell at me. Some would swear. The staff would just sit and wait. The fake fear of COVID infiltrated our schools, causing stress levels to skyrocket, causing divides between teachers, students, and breaking friendships. Everyone always looked so miserable and stressed all the time. I just wanted to learn. I actually really like school and love to learn. Every day I feel like I was getting harassed just for trying to breathe. No one was listening. No one seemed to care that we were all struggling. They acted like COVID was just knocking on the window waiting to pounce on the first maskless person it sees. We all know that is not true for our age group. I know it best of all. My 2 older siblings are profoundly disabled. They have been exposed to COVID about 5 times in special education and haven't gotten it. They can't wear masks ever. All of this plandemic creates a more faceless society, takes the fun out of everything, weakening immune systems, inciting bullying, causing fear of everything. Children today are not being taught to be bold and persevere. They are taught to be fearful, fear the air they breathe, the friends they have, or that they will kill people with their germs. We are not grooming bold, critical thinking leaders, amazing inventors, risk takers, or problem solvers. We are killing and crushing human spirit, all in the name of safety, fear, and guilt. Walls keeps extending his powers to control us. Emergency powers were not in place so one man could do this. It has to stop. I have twin siblings, Ophelia and Hollis, age 6 in kindergarten. Hollis woke up with this nightmare after being in school for 2 months, struggling every single day, terrified of all the masked, faceless people at his school, and finally was able to articulate it through a dream. Mom and Dad threw me into a cage with monsters. They had no eyes, no mouth, and red. The monsters killed me by scratching me, and I ended up back where I was before. Then the monsters invaded the world. Ophelia, my sister, was coming into the tragedy. I tried so hard to pull her out, but Mom and Dad kept pushing us in. I got a crowbar and got us out. It was too late. The monsters invaded and destroyed the world. I ask you, Dr. Jensen, when you become governor, how will you keep your head about you and not let power control your decisions? How will you continue to work for the people of Minnesota and never let this happen again? Courage is contagious, so be courageous.
Wow.